Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, we're going through my round 4 AFL Women's Fantasy team review, going through how it was a pretty decent round for me, not the best. One trade has already absolutely collapsed and has forced me down into, I had about 6 options before that, before the news came out early yesterday, even though it probably came out before I even recorded all the videos yesterday, regarding Kira Bowers, but I didn't catch it till this morning that it was confirmed. I knew it was highly likely that she was going to miss. Luckily, it only seems like she's out for 1 week, even though it's almost like almost a never again list for her, as she just continually gets injured with this knee. So I probably am just going to miss her this year and go against her. But yeah, before we get into the video, remember to like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you know when I upload, and let's get into the video. So as you can see here, 1472 for the round. If we look at the rankings and we look at round 4, you'll see here, seems like the highest was around 1640, I think, is it? Here. 1613 that I can see in the top, out of the top guys. That seems to be it, whereas some of the top guys even got 1400. And we fell a good, so we lost, another 140 odd to first place. And yeah, obviously not going to get first place, but I believe I was 1918 at the end of last round. So to gain a good 800 or so ranks is really, really good. And yeah, I wish it would have more on the round ranks, and that's something that I hope they can improve a little bit next year. Just giving us more details, etc., with regards to the players ones and to the actual I guess how we rank compared to others in the AFLW fantasy. But anyway, so here we go. Actually, now sorry about that. Here, round rank of 512, which is a really good round rank. And if I can carry 512 for the next 3 or 4 weeks, then I'll be back in the top 500 or so, like that, because you gain rank so quickly. Like if I had another 500 round rank, I'm 1130 at the moment. I'd probably be 700 or so, and then another one, and you'd probably be top 500 just like that. So total points 5635, and if we look here, even at the just go down top 50. I'll just go down to top 50, and you'll see what I mean. 50th is only 300 points away from me, and a lot of these guys gain 60 points on me, but some of these guys you collect 50 points on them quite easily. So I just need to make the right choices, etc., and not really try and just get those people that are going to consistently score rather than those people that are probably going to score 20 more 1 week. It's more for me about just getting consistent scorers at the moment. So round 4, and that's when you'll see that probably tomorrow. I think on Thursday you'll see my team preview for round 4, including my trades. So there's that. So Tiny Evans, 73, absolutely huge against Adelaide, has the game against North Melbourne. North Melbourne coming off a loss. I think they'll be fired up to prove people wrong, or to prove those doubters wrong, I guess, that they are still really, really in contention. So I wouldn't be surprised if she gets 3 or 4 kickouts here, at least when they just bundle a score on GWS this weekend. Carney did alright, 73. She's just continuing on. I mean, you're probably going to have to... I'm probably just going to continue on holding her at the moment because there's no real good options to go to. My plan at the moment is probably Bowers and Cordner and Stratton out, and we'll see who comes in, but there will be probably Gardner coming in. I think Gardner coming in, and then Priest, if I can get to her, is going to probably come in. So you got Carney 73, Cordner 24, just her roller's gone kaput, so time to get rid of her. She went down 100k. If I gotten rid of her last week, would have saved a lot of cash and would have probably enabled me to get those top tier forwards in the next couple of weeks in the future, but because of that 100k drop, it's going to be a lot harder. Heads 51, she held her own price, her break-even's 50 odd again, so it will be interesting to see how she goes. And yeah, she just had I think a third quarter comeback from memory from when doing the game reviews, as she wasn't doing the best. But yeah, she just continues on, and hopefully she can can take a couple more marks this week against Carlton. Should be in the back line a little bit more, as I expect probably Carlton just to get over the top of the Swans. And hopefully she can put up another 60 and get into the 700Ks, because getting her into the 700Ks will really help. As you can see here, use the loophole after Marinoff 174. You are never going to go against a 170. Anything over about 130, and I am taking it. Just because of, like, even only player that you probably bet against it would be Gardner, averaging 137. As she's gone it's half and half above 130. So even with her, it's very, very iffy if you'd want to. I'd still take the 130 VC over chancing a Gardner captaincy. And so yeah, I did that with McDonald, put Thomas onto the bench, and now Thomas has gone from a player that people wanted to trade out so much, and I just kept on saying to myself, just take out the like outlier of her being on the bench for so long in that first game, and you still have a girl here who's gone 58, 68. So that's 3 average, which isn't the worst. And yeah, so I thought that's not the worst. It's not really a trade out needed. And she's gone bang here with the 77 against the Swans. Plays Port this week, which will be interesting. I expect her to be able to have another really good performance there and put up another 70. And just hold in the side, to be honest. With these defenders, it's hard to find. I think right now I'm trying to transition them to like Priest, and there's some other defenders that have like that midfield role that I'm trying to find, but it's kind of hard at the moment. And one of those is Priest, so trying to get Cordner up to Priest is probably a needed commodity at this point. But we'll get to that in the team preview. So now we move down to the midfielders, and Bowers 78. This one stunk, to be honest with you. It's as easiest to say as that. I mean, she's still averaging over 100, and but yeah, bring her in for a 78. It just sucks, man. It just sucks. Cause yeah, as simple as that. And now she's gonna be a trade out. Yeah, that's just the way it is. And yeah, she's done her knee. She's out for round 5. Probably still gonna come back in round 6, but don't want to chance it with her. Would rather Gardner get some other, like, get Whitford up to Prezi or something like that in the near future and go from there. Marinoff 174, absolutely huge. 84% time on ground. She seems very similar in that type of vein here, and then just she got the marks that she needed and the kicks. You know, she got 108 points in just kicks. It was just so fun watching the game, and then every contest, it wouldn't even be handballed out to her. It would just be passed out to her, like from a tackle, and then she just put it on the boot, just get it over her right shoulder, and just, you know, put it on the left boot. Every time it was on the left boot, it was just, you know, it was a hack forward, but it was 3 fantasy points, so it was just fun like that. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she has the capability, Bowers has the capability to do it, because she's got, she has such high tackle numbers, even higher than Marinoff, but because Bowers could lay 22 tackles, 25 tackles in a game, which gets you 100 fantasy points, and then she could get 5 marks and then 25 kicks or something like that and get close to the 200. But I generally think that Ebony Marinoff could easily get a 200-point fantasy game if she can get the 35 kicks and 5 to 10 marks and get the 15 tackles. It all really, because she has so many ways in which she can score. It's not like Garner here, who is a good tackler but isn't the greatest, doesn't have high volume tackles and doesn't have high volume kicks compared to the likes of Marinoff, and doesn't have the high volume marks. So yes, she scores really, really well, but that's just because she gets the high disposal numbers as well as she's impacting on the scoreboard, kicking one goal, one in each game, which is 7 free points. But I just think Marinoff has the greater volatility, but Garner is the more stable choice. Riddell 105. She got off to a flyer. I think it was like 40 in the first term. So yeah, she looks good. Hopefully she can get back to her tackling best. And get those 8 or so tackles a game. And yeah, had 31 touches. If she can get back to having 20 plus kicks in the game, will be good. And yeah, I'm happy with that. Whitford 82, and I'm just starting to get annoyed. I thought she was a good choice, but she's gone 80 while being in my side, which isn't the worst, but not getting the tackles aren't there really. Struggled to, I mean, she's not the biggest marker, and just not getting the kicks. So has Adelaide this week. Will be interesting to see what she does. And yeah, probably, hopefully she can do something else. She might find her way out of the side as I go to like a Prasparkas or something like that, as Prezi is just scoring better, as simple as that. Or a Hatchard, or even just switching it up to a robot, and we'll see what I can do with that, or even down to like a Anderson or something like that. We'll see. Or potentially even something crazy like pushing her down to not necessarily a Webster, but a 900 or 800k mid, and getting, basically swapping Roberts price into the midfield and getting like a Morrison or something like that. But we'll see. And Benici 111, she did really, really well, and happy that I traded Davey out over her, as she's gone better than Davey. McCarthy on the bench 11. That just sucks, man. She just couldn't get involved, and yeah, she went down 25k, which just sort of sucks as her cash gen is gone. Schultz 62 did all right in probably the toughest ruck matchup alongside Sydney in the comp, and now comes up against the West Coast matchup, which she'll go absolutely nuts in. I wouldn't be surprised if she goes 30 odd hit outs, and then probably 10 to 15 disposals and 4 or 5 marks, 4 or 5 tackles in. I think she'll go 90 here, and she'll close the gap with Moffat, who is currently 210k ahead of her. And then Hoare 41, she gained another 4k. Hopefully she can go 41 again, as that'll just help to get her cash gen going again slightly. I mean, if she can push her way up to 450, 460k and get some cash gen going, then I can hopefully get her down to someone else and maneuver that around. But anyway, Gardner 93 got tagged against West Coast. As you can see here, only the 19 touches. Plays Carlton. I wonder if they'll tag her again, but we'll see. And if they do, well then she's still 93, a bad score, yeah. So she's still one of the best. I mean, if you look at the forward line this week, round points, she got tagged for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The ninth best score of the round, and she was tagged in, and she was 2 kicks away from about the 5th. So yeah, not even that bad. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, no, not even that bad. And you know, I'm still really happy with that Gardner choices. She went up another 58k for that 93. She's almost ungettable at this point without sacrificing a lot. Malloy 76. She is just teetering on readying to go mad. And I wouldn't be surprised if she does have one of those games where she just goes ridiculous. And has like a 110, 112. She just doesn't seem to get on the ball as much as the likes of Gardner, and I wouldn't be surprised if she has a 20 disposal game here, and as she's had a 13, 22, 11, 13. And yeah, I mean, she's still one of the best options, averaging 79. If we look at the average for forwards here, she's still the 6th best option. So yeah, not too bad. I mean, I'm surprised Single is ahead of her at this point. Single has been the surprise package. And actually with Single now, thinking about it, she's reset her break-even because she went up 82k with a 98. Her break-even is probably even lower now, so she could easily go above the 1 million. If she somehow provides another 100, she might go over the 1 million, which will help me so much in getting... I might have to sacrifice her to get Phillips up to someone big. If Phillips can go big against West Coast, that would help as well. Because if I could get Hoare and if I could get Morrison and Too Good from Single and Phillips, I think that would be a really, really good option. And yeah, we'll just wait and see on that one, I guess. And then yeah, got Roberts here, 72. We talked about Phillips, 49. That wasn't the best. Stratton, 51. She will be out of my side. I wish she got another 20, 30k. Up to like that 760k range, but she's got to go now, as she provides cash gen, or just provides the ability for me to upgrade. And then you got Everest, 41. Hopefully she can gain some more cash, as she went up 75k. Hopefully she can go up another 75, 80k next week, and that will provide 230k for on-field upgrades. And yeah, that pretty much is the video there. And a 15-minute video is pretty long for a team review. But yeah, you pretty much got my my thoughts on what I'm going to do for the next, I guess, week and week or two, and how I'm sort of looking at my bench now, and I'm like, there's not much cash gen there at all. I mean, you got another, 220, 230. Stratton will go down to Huntington probably, and then you got Everest there as well. So what's that? Probably about 400k spare on the bench. Now after my trades, which I need a good another, what did I say in one of my last videos? I said I needed about another 800 or so k to make the right moves. Still, so I need pretty much Everest and Hoare to have good games, Parith McCarthy to do something, and then probably trade out McDonald to get that 90k out of her, etc. But anyway, that is the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.